absolutely hideous. Not only is it cold, wet and damp, but there's also quite a lot of fog in front of me. Doesn't detract from that sound though. There's also quite a lot of fog in front of me, meaning I really can't get a move on. Anyway, today is all about these things. A tiny little black rubber stopper. So these are effectively valve plugs for the exhaust system on the GT3. Now, I had a Sharkwerks exhaust fitted probably about 3 months ago now by a wonderful company in Cheshire that goes by the name of ABP Motorsport. They did an awesome job, and I've thoroughly enjoyed this exhaust ever since. It really does truly unlock that tone and character of the exhaust. But I picked up on something which I'm going to experiment with today to decide if I can live with I guess the consequences, as it were, of making these slight tweaks and changes. So what I really like about the sound of the exhaust is under acceleration you can quite clearly hear the valves open up, like so. It goes from that to that. Amazing sound. What I'm not getting regularly enough, sometimes it'll do it, but you have to be quite far up the rev band in order for the valves to open up upon downshifts. So when I do this, and down change, there's not really that much drama, and that was what I was kind of hoping from adding the Sharkwerks exhaust. Now so far it's been a perfect balance. It's been this happy medium of sound when you want it and no sound when you don't, meaning you don't necessarily have to drive around screaming your exhaust everywhere. But every now and again when I downshift, I want to hear those valves open and I want to hear that wonderful engine. Part of the drama is under heavy braking, under big downshifts. I love it when I'm going quick enough that the valves open, and it's an amazing experience. But I want a little bit more of that when I'm driving slower. It actually helps you to drive slower, or shall I say, encourages you to keep it at a sensible pace as well, because you don't have to go as fast in order to exploit that sound. So today, I'm heading back up to ABP Motorsport, and we're going to stick in, and it's as simple as putting in these little rubber stoppers in the valves. So without further ado, let's head over there and give you a walkthrough of the differences with and without the valves effectively pulled.
Alright, we've arrived. ABP, we're back again. This is the operation, and as you can see, these guys do many options and fitments. Last time I was here, they were working on some spicy stuff, and some guy turned up in a new DB11 and got talking with him about all of the cars that he's brought here. And it turns out these guys have been established for so long and they worked on some really special cars. Just been speaking with the owner here about the Modern Classic series. We've just been reminiscing about all of the special cars that we can drive on this channel, and he's like, oh, I remember we used to work on those cars, like Mackin and Evo 6s, 106 rallies, all of these cars. So these are things that we want to bring to this channel on that series. Anyway, the car's gone round, let's go check it out. Also, it would appear that I just ran through a substantial amount of bovine deposit on the way here. It smells like baked farmyard, like massive amounts of cow pat have just gone under there and baked onto that exhaust. It smells really ripe. Oh, it's as simple as we're going to ping off these two pipes here. So there's one valve there, and there's one valve here. And just if you look around the back here, look, you'll see a little pipe. These are actually actuated by the vacuum of the engine, so you can't just simply pull them, you have to also plug them, and that keeps them open. So here's the Sharkwerks system. What's great about this system is it doesn't intrude on the factory system, so from there back that's all stock. It literally is just a bypass. So all of this stuff sounds great, but we're reliant on these opening upon downshift in order to get the sound that that thing makes, which is amazing under throttle, amazing under load, but I just want it to open up and just go bow, you know, upon downshifting. The trade-off is that on longer journeys and you're on the motorway, it might be constantly droning. So we're going to live with it for a bit and see how it sounds. Obviously, immediately after doing this, we'll share it with you how it sounds with the valves fully open, but I'm not going to lie, simple little plug I've never been so excited for. All right, that was it, just idling with just a few like small blips. I think he was only revving it up to around about 3, and there's those sort of lift off, pop, crack and bangs. Very good start. Now's the moment of truth really, to see what it's like if there's too much drone upon prolonged journeys. So let's go and check it out, see how it sounds, and some drive-bys for your ear holes.
Okay, moment of truth. Now, don't expect a game-changing experience. It's still the same exhaust. Don't forget, this is all about the downshifts. So while the upshifts sound good because you're on full chat and the valves should be open, it's all about this movement here. And there you have it, some tone. I know to you guys it probably sounds subtle, but sort of previously halve that and sort of round it off with a muted edge. And that was how it was before. I think it's such a shame that you have to drive it fast to get... we're doing 30 miles an hour and it makes that noise. That's much better. Yes, we like these things. So now, let's go on a bit of a run and see how it sounds at higher speeds, up the rev band, as if there's too much drone or anything like that. That's ultimately the deciding factor to see if we're going to keep this setup or not. There's these downshifts. Now it's there. It's all there now. 9,000! This thing's absolutely bonkers. I think one of the, I guess it's a mistake or a common trait is that whenever you do anything to an exhaust, everyone associates it with just dramatic sound changes. And actually, the quality stuff is all about subtle changes. And what I guess is hard for you guys to identify with, having not spent lots of time physically driving this car, is that difference at this speed, 29 miles an hour, downshift, now it blips, now you can hear it. Beforehand it just didn't do that. Yes, then down. Very cool. That'll do it. That'll do nicely, sir. Thanks for coming. And if you do find yourself idling outside your house and you have neighbours around, that's the idle. Not overly offensive. I mean, there's horses grazing and they're not running off, so well, horse thumbs of approval, or the hoops of approval. And of course, what exhaust review would be complete without the horse test? Drive-by, equestrian tranquility at its finest. Of course, we've pulled the valves, so this switch down here, which would otherwise operate the valves on and off, is now just an LED. It is a redundant button that I shall press anyway, because I like to press it, but it doesn't do anything at all. So if you liked the functionality of retaining the factory operated valves, don't pull your valves. But so far it's great, like really is. Driving through town and everywhere at slower speeds, it's still not obnoxious. I like this. Okay, so appropriately we are ending where we started, back at ABP. Another awesome job. I know it's ultra simple, but yeah, I like it. I think my immediate impressions are that I'm probably going to leave it as it is. Now, I did say I don't have a motorway journey under its belt just yet, so I don't have the full experience. But I have a feeling, just by going down that dual carriageway earlier, that it's probably gonna be okay. But you never truly know until you live with these things. So expect an update on the valves pull Sharkwerks exhaust soon. As always, massive thank you to ABP, nailed it again. If you guys are interested, these guys are actually Sharkwerks distributors as well. So if you fancy one, I can vouch for them doing a fantastic job of fitting it also. As always, thanks for watching. I shall see you next time. Ciao.